a clear blue sky stretching over Washington D.C, the nation's capital bustling with activity, air traffic controllers directing flights, pilots ensuring smooth journeys, and passengers awaiting their safe arrival. It was supposed to be a routine day, a day like any other. But in a matter of seconds, everything changed. A catastrophic mid-air collision sent shockwaves through the aviation industry and left a nation in mourning. The collision, involving an American Airlines passenger jet and a military Black Hawk helicopter, claimed the lives of 67 people. It was a tragedy that not only took innocent lives, but also reshaped aviation safety regulations and forced the industry to confront its vulnerabilities. Join us as we unravel the horrifying details of this mid-air disaster, the heartbreaking human stories, and the urgent lessons learned in its aftermath. The Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport is one of the busiest airports in the United States. Every day, hundreds of aircraft land and take off, their movements orchestrated by skilled air traffic controllers. The airspace around Washington D.C. is particularly complex, with both commercial and military aircraft operating in close proximity. On one side, we had American Airlines Flight 5342, a domestic passenger flight departing from Wichita, Kansas, bound for Washington, D.C. The aircraft, a reliable workhorse of the skies, carried 64 passengers and crew, all expecting to reach their destination safely. On the other side, a US Army Black Hawk helicopter was conducting a routine military operation. The Black Hawk is an advanced military helicopter designed for tactical transport and operations. While military aircraft often share airspace with civilian planes, strict coordination ensures that these operations do not interfere with commercial aviation. As Flight 5342 descended towards Reagan National Airport, its pilots received clearance for landing. Everything seemed routine, the passengers possibly chatting, some looking out the window at the approaching cityscape, unaware of the disaster about to unfold. At the same time, the Black Hawk helicopter was executing its maneuvers in a nearby air corridor. For reasons still under investigation, the two aircraft found themselves on a collision course. According to preliminary reports, both aircraft were in airspaces they were authorized to be in. However, a miscalculation, a lapse in communication, or an unforeseen technical issue may have led to the disastrous outcome. Within seconds, the air traffic controllers noticed the danger, but it was too late. At approximately the two aircraft collided mid-air. The impact was catastrophic. The nose of the Black Hawk slammed into the side of the American Airlines jet, causing immediate structural failure. Debris scattered across the sky, and within moments, both aircraft lost control. Witnesses on the ground reported hearing a thunderous explosion. Flaming wreckage began falling towards the Potomac River, sending plumes of smoke into the sky. The civilian airliner, heavily damaged, broke apart mid-air before crashing into the water. The Black Hawk, crippled by the impact, spiraled out of control and crashed near a populated area, sending emergency crews scrambling to the scene. Emergency responders rushed to the crash sites. The scene was chaotic. Burning wreckage, smoke and debris scattered across both land and water. Tragically, there were no survivors. The 67 souls on board, both aircraft had perished on impact, or shortly after. As the nation reeled from the shock of the incident, investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, and military officials launched a thorough investigation to determine what went wrong. One of the primary areas of concern was air traffic control. Did the controllers fail to coordinate the paths of the aircraft properly? Were there any lapses in communication between the pilots and ground control? NPR reported that air traffic was particularly heavy that day, raising the possibility of a tragic oversight. Was there a malfunction in the collision avoidance systems? Modern aircraft are equipped with traffic collision avoidance systems, TAS, designed to alert pilots of potential mid-air conflicts. Investigators are scrutinizing whether this system was working correctly, or if it was ignored due to human error. Pilot miscalculations, misunderstandings between military and civilian operations, or even split-second decisions made in high-stress conditions could have contributed to the accident. As history has shown, most aviation disasters are the result of multiple small failures that align to create a catastrophic event. Each person on board had a story, a life filled with dreams, families, and aspirations. Among the victims were business travelers, vacationers, flight attendants, and pilots who had dedicated their lives to flying. The pain of their loss extends far beyond the statistics. Families of the victims were left devastated. Many arrived at airports expecting to greet their loved ones, only to receive the heartbreaking news. Interviews with grieving families captured their shock and sorrow, their lives forever changed by an event they never saw coming. The tragedy quickly became a focal point in national discussions. President Donald Trump publicly addressed the nation, offering condolences and calling for immediate action to prevent such disasters in the future. Legislative efforts were initiated to review aviation safety standards, especially regarding military and civilian aircraft operating in shared airspace. Aviation experts and lawmakers pushed for enhanced air traffic control systems, stricter protocols for military operations near civilian corridors, and improved pilot training for emergency scenarios. Safety has always been paramount in aviation, and this disaster served as a grim reminder that complacency is not an option. One immediate takeaway from this disaster is the need for improved automated warning systems. AI-driven traffic monitoring could help predict and prevent mid-air conflicts more effectively than current systems. The NTSB and FAA are expected to propose stricter guidelines for airspace management, particularly in high-traffic zones like Washington D.C. These changes could lead to the implementation of real-time AI monitoring for better situational awareness. This disaster was a tragic chapter in aviation history, but it serves as a powerful reminder of the delicate balance required to keep our skies safe. Every flight is a story, of people, of families, of dreams. As we remember the 67 lives lost, we must also commit to ensuring such a tragedy never happens again. The echoes of that tragic day still haunt the aviation industry, pushing it towards greater vigilance, innovation, and accountability. Because in the end, the goal remains the same: to make the skies safer for everyone, no matter where they fly. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you never miss an update on critical events shaping our world.